on the artist Carolee Schneemann. This is the table of contents that I'll be covering today. First, I will talk about her biography, followed by a short, brief video, 36 transformative actions. Then I will go into her performance art, Interior Scroll, and lastly, I'll talk about her artwork, Hand Heart for Anna Mendieta. So let's talk about her biography. First, she was born and raised in Fox Chase, Pennsylvania. And her friends described her as a mad pantheist when she was young. A pantheist, is basically someone who believes that the god or spirit of all things lies in nature. So people who believe that nature is essential. And she was awarded a full scholarship to New York's Bard College. And then, interestingly, she began to realize the differences between male and female perceptions of each other's bodies, while serving as a new model for her boyfriend, and as well as painting new paintings of herself. In the 1950s, her paintings began to adopt some of the characteristics of neo-Dada art. And after graduating from University of Bard in 1962, she attended the University of Illinois for graduates. After 1964 onwards, she began production on multiple films such as Fuses and Meat Joy, and from this time period on, her artwork became more performance-based. And a performance art that I found interesting was is an artwork that I will talk about later, Interior Scrolls. That's it for her biography. Now I will show you guys a brief video of her talking about her artistic styles and her choices, so that you guys can get a better understanding of who she is as a person.
Experience would be defined as double knowledge. Yes, you can. Don't you dare. Who the fuck do you think you are? Okay, you can make films, but they're not really films. Okay, you can borrow my camera, but I think you're going to bleed all over it. Dreams and motions for performative actions, I took a lot of the movements from what my cats did. Certain kind of, never touch a thing she doesn't want them moved, I photograph them. So there's an accumulation of objects, collage, little accumulated thing, and she's going to have an exhibit in New York City. Painter, immediately you learn that you can only fail. When Cezanne came in the next day, his roses had fucking wilted. And I've read that he was in a fury at them. He said, I'm not ready for a new vase of flowers. I didn't finish this one. And so that was the feeling that I learned outdoors, that the light would change, the temperature would change, my paints would get stiff, my paints would get soft. The wind would be blowing everything in another direction.
I mean, I would love to show you guys the full video, but because of time, I can't. And so let's talk about the first artwork, Ibody 36 transformative actions. So Ibody was a private action staged in the artist's studio, no audience, and exists only in photographic form. Carolee wanted to combine her physical, naked presence with the materials of the artistic environment. So she used items such as paint, chalk, grease, so that the female body became simultaneously the active seeing subject and object, so the focus was on the female body. Additionally, this artwork has ties with classical myths as well, where Carolee kind of wanted to change the perception of how women were viewed in Greece, since they were viewed as murderous, untrustworthy, witch-like women. Her next artwork, her next performance art, which I found the most interesting, is called Interior Scroll. So this performance art happened in 1975 in East Hampton, New York. And the story behind this is actually pretty interesting. So in front of an audience, she approached a long table under two dimmed spotlights, dressed and carrying two sheets. Then she undresses herself, climbs on the table, and then she tells the audience that she will read from her book she wrote as well. Then she dropped the sheet. Retaining an apron, she applies strokes of dark paint on her face and body. So imagine she holds the book in one hand, she reads it while making a series of life model action poses, and then she removes the apron and she slowly draws a narrow scroll of paper from her vagina and she starts reading from it. And if there was a video of this, I think I would pay to see it. Okay. And last but not least, Hand Heart for Anna Mendieta. So this was an artwork that was motivated by the loss of a loved one. The artwork consists of 3 panels, so as you can see, left, middle, and right, whose side panels are painted images echoing the hand heart theme of the art. The central panels are the only ones that carry photographs, and it's where the main action persists. And the side panels is comprised of ashes on paper, chalk, and acrylic paint. Its total size is 154 by 57 if you're interested. Are my references? What can you remember about her biography? And what can you remember about her artwork Interior Scroll? And do you like her artwork? Why or why not? Thank you for listening.